Hey guys, Shaman of Cinema Theron Reynolds here with my first part in my 4-part series talking about horror films and their remakes. This spawned from a chat we had a couple weeks ago on the show where a few people stated their distaste for horror film remakes and their loves of the originals, as well as a forum post that talked about some other horror movie remakes that weren't really that good. Start off with in the first part, we're going to talk about the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre was a horror franchise that premiered in 1974, directed by Tobe Hooper. The original film was loosely based on famed Wisconsin serial killer Ed Gein, a man who killed his victims and exhumed corpses to craft furniture out of. Leatherface, the focus and the killer of the films, came from a family of cannibals that would use Leatherface to commit their murders. Typically in each film, Leatherface would cut the face off one of his victims and wear it by the end of the film. The first franchise consisted of 4 films. The first remains the most notorious and high profile to this day, as it is one of the most disturbing movies ever produced. Directors including Ridley Scott, Wes Craven, John Carpenter, and Rob Zombie have said they have modeled some of their films after the first film. Most who look back at the first series see the first movie as being monumental. It's a favorite among most horror fans, as well as considered one of the best horror movies of all time. Sequels haven't fared as well though. The second film, while continuing the story set in the first, was deemed far too campy and overly violent, traits that weren't exactly held in the first film. The third film was a mess.
Leatherface, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3.
And the fourth film attempted to make amends by bringing in rising A-list actors Matthew McConaughey and Renee Zellweger. It didn't work. The series was considered dead until Michael Bay's horror company, Platinum Dunes, produced a remake in 2003 starring Jessica Biel. The remake featured far more gore and slight more insight into the background of Leatherface. For this silver screen specialist, it failed miserably. Incredulous overacting, asshole protagonists who you didn't give a damn about, and very cliche horror films for a horror film produced in the new millennium, the film failed on all levels except the most important one, the financial level. The film made 10 times back its budget, so of course a sequel was inevitable. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre at the beginning hit in 2006. With a slightly larger budget, the film decided to take a much deeper look into the origins of the Hewitt family and Leatherface. In what I consider to be a far superior film to its predecessor, the film contained character progression, tasteful gore, and likable protagonists. The film grossed nowhere near as high as the previous entry, and is generally considered to be a weaker installment, but the Shaman implores you to catch that film to get a better grip on the Texas Chainsaw Massacre series. Out of 6 movies produced, the entire series contains only one truly well-reviewed film, that being the original movie made in 1974. Regardless of that fact, though, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remains the 8th highest grossing horror franchise in America. With yet another remake in the works today, it goes on to raise that to becoming the 7th highest grossing horror franchise of all time. And my second part in my look at horror film remakes, we'll be looking at the Friday the 13th series, which you can catch online at fanoff.com/theblog.